lots of techniques and practices that are said to help boost your well-being or help you achieve personal fulfillment. This makes it tough to tell what will really work for you, and what is misleading or simply unhelpful. In addition, browsing through self-help literature reveals hundreds of unfamiliar words with confusing meanings, so you may be tempted to simply shrug and move on. However, before you dismiss the idea of Kundalini, it's important to see that this might well be the concept you've been waiting for. Have you ever wished you had greater clarity about the world and your place in it, the power to see and feel what you should do with your life, and the ability to make sense of all of your emotions? If the answers to these questions are yes, Kundalini Awakening is the process that will get you what you need. This straightforward guide will walk you through what you need to do, and why. What is Kundalini Awakening? In the simplest terms, a Kundalini Awakening is a way of tapping into a deep and powerful type of energy that exists within us all. This energy can then be used to gain greater insight, enhancing your understanding or yourself and others. Some experts describe Kundalini as being the specific type of energy that manifests in our conscious minds when we free ourselves from conscious thought. What can you expect when you experience a Kundalini Awakening? This is a profound shift that enhances empathy, gives you razor-sharp intuitive judgment, and allows you to find a level of confidence you've never before experienced. All of these changes help you to not only identify what it you truly want from your life, but also to pursue those goals. If there are things you've only dreamed of doing and yet never really tried to manifest, a Kundalini Awakening could be the process that pushes those dreams beyond imagination and into reality. 7 ways to awaken your Kundalini. If you want to awaken your Kundalini, you need to remove your prana, or life force, from its persistent focus on thoughts about the external world. You must develop ways of distancing your senses from what goes on in your physical body, as it's only then that you can access the potent energy of the Kundalini. As you may already know from mindfulness or meditation exercises, it can be challenging to make such an adjustment even for a moment, never mind for protracted periods of time. However, even just a moment of success can begin to change the way you think and focus. With practice, aligning the prana in the correct way can become second nature. The good news is that a lot of the thing you can do to awaken your Kundalini simply require making small changes your everyday life. Here are 7 of the most powerful methods. 1. Focus on your breath. Anything that helps you focus on your breath also helps you move towards a Kundalini Awakening. This means that if you already have a regular meditation or mindfulness practice of the sort mentioned above, you're well on your way to tapping into your Kundalini energy. However, don't despair if you're just starting to figure out techniques like this. After all, the simplest forms are often the most effective. For example, try spending just 5 minutes focusing on deep breathing. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth, breathing from your diaphragm rather than your chest. Yoga, not just Kundalini yoga, is another great activity for focusing the breath. Whether you're an expert or a complete beginning, working on yoga poses at the start or end of the day can be extremely helpful. And just remember that you don't need to spend excessive amounts of time on these exercises to make a difference. 2. Reject negativity. As you'll already know if you're familiar with law of attraction and manifestation work, positivity is key to creating happiness. In particular, you need to work on actively rejecting negativity if you want to awaken your Kundalini. Most of us are locked into unproductive patterns of thinking. However, by making a concentrated effort to create a new way of seeing the world, you gradually instill new habits that stick. One of the best techniques for rejecting negativity is reframing. Whenever you catch yourself thinking something negative about yourself or the world around you, challenge yourself to reword it in a more positive way. For example, "It's too cold outside to go for a run today" becomes "I have the whole afternoon to spend on something I enjoy indoors." More dramatically, Something like "I didn't get the job because I'm useless" becomes "I didn't get this job because the right one is coming around the corner." 3. Keep a good posture. There's a very close link between the physical body and the awakening of the Kundalini. In particular, it's important to keep an eye on your posture and make adjustments as necessary. If, like most people, you have a relatively sedentary job that involves long hours at a computer, you may be prone to hunching with round shoulders. Similarly, stress might leave you with clenched muscles, and low self-confidence can lead you to make your body deliberately smaller. The main thing you need to do is keep your spine straight so that your back is long and tall. This not only helps you in your quest to awaken your Kundalini but is also better for your whole body, reducing problems with chronic pain. If it's difficult for you to think about your posture at first, try setting an hourly reminder to straighten your spine. After a week or so, you won't need the reminder anymore. 4. Access the central channel. You may not have heard of the central channel before, but rest assured that the steps required to access it are relatively simple. First, make sure you're sitting comfortably, and breathe deeply while you count to 10. Next, focus on your tailbone area, until you can sense a gentle vibration. At this point, close your eyes and repeatedly chant the word VIM. As you chant, notice the sensation of vibration gradually working their way up your spine. Imagine yourself floating, light and free, radiating kindness to all you encounter. Change your chant, repeating the word SHUM over and over as you feel the vibrations spread throughout your limbs and fill your whole body. Finally, picture a large balloon sitting in your pelvic and abdominal area, filling the space there. Gradually let the air out of that balloon, as though you're holding it by the neck and gently realizing everything inside. There are more complex exercises for accessing the central channel, but this begins the process. You may also find hypnosis could help access your central channel. Self-hypnosis can help relax, become focused and awaken your Kundalini energy below your spine. Find inner happiness and gain control over your health with this Kundalini activating hypnosis. Below are different programs that you can choose from. Download one that meets your needs today. 5. Use visualization. Visualization exercises are powerful tools in all areas of life, and it's also key to awakening the Kundalini. If you look at resources on Kundalini Yoga, in particular, you'll notice a recurring theme of light visualizations. One of the most popular and significant is the Divine Light Invocation, and it's easy to do, even if you're a beginner. Start by standing up as straight as you can, spreading your feet until they're about shoulder width apart. Next, gently close your eyes and move them upward so that they're looking towards the middle of the bottom part of your forehead. As you do this, raise your arms above your head and hold all your muscles taut. Repeat the following, imagining yourself bathed in bright, white light. Divine light creates me. Divine light sustains me. Divine light protects and surrounds me. I am constantly growing into divine light. 6. Activate your interests. Like working on your posture, activating your interests isn't merely good for facilitating a Kundalini awakening. It's also key to living a happy, well-balanced life. However, to be able to tap into the Kundalini energy waiting inside you, it's imperative that you spend at least an hour a day on something you truly enjoy. You may find it difficult to fight the societal pressure that says you should spend every minute on productive activity, but participating in your interests is productive. What if you're no longer sure where your interests lie? Try making a list of 10-15 things you've always wanted to do, without censoring yourself in any way. At least one of those things will be something you can start learning, trying or working towards today. And if you find an interest no longer satisfies you, simply leave it behind with no guilt. Joyful living is essential for awakening your Kundalini. 7. Cut out distractions. Finally, we all spend our days surrounded by potential things that can distract us. Our attention is pulled in hundreds of different directions at once, and we may find it hard to focus on a single thing for very long periods. However, When we let our minds constantly move from thing to thing, we focus outwardly in a way that denies us proper access to the energy of our Kundalini. Remember, what is needed is a new disengagement from external things, to create space for a new kind of thinking and feeling to emerge. To battle distractions, it's necessary to take a critical look at your living space and habits to see what you can live without. Simplify your home and your routine. In addition, think about unplugging from the internet every now and again, or at the very least setting up a browser extension that limits your time on sites that promote procrastination. Much love to all of you soul sisters, brothers. Watch my previous videos for better understanding. New subscribers will be updated with the latest articles and informations. We hope this channel has helped you discover where to start on your actual spiritual path. It's a good karma to put a like, comment, subscribe and share with your beloved ones. Leave your suggestion in the field below. All the love to you, beautiful